put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. Superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstar. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. Keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I am your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Let's get it rocking. Man, we got us a great show for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. What's going on?
Your phone, not that one.
I got some stuff going on. Okay, wait a minute.
Slide it out the way, yeah.
All right. She's messing me up. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. I appreciate you guys. Everybody at the sound of my voice, the DMV, thank you guys for tuning in. ATL, LA, thank you guys for tuning in out there. Shout out to Rodney Collins and the gang.
Yes, gang.
Who else? Charlotte, North Carolina, Fayetteville, all of you guys. Thank you guys for rocking and rolling with us. We got a bomb show, so stay tuned. Let's get it.
Yes, we do. Let me adjust my microphone. I feel like I got tall or something. Maybe I need to scooch down a little bit, Zoe.
Scooch?
Let's see. Scooch. Scooch is a word. I had to teach Stan, and he didn't believe me until he heard someone else say scooch. And scooch really is a word. So I just scooched down some.
Oh, yeah?
And, so coming up on today's show, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm always excited about our shows. Every week, it's equally or more excited. But we've got the amazingly talented Chandra Currelley is going to be joining us. And let me tell y'all something. This woman has a laundry list of accolades behind her name, so I cannot wait for you all to catch up with her. We've also got Dawn West, who is an author. She is a sex and relationships coach. So I am really interested to ask her some questions that people have sent in to us. And closing out the show today, we have got our favorite celebrity DJ, DJ Skillz, with a 15-minute crank set. Today's show, y'all.
Man, we're going to get it lit. You already know y'all experienced it the last time. So we're trying to bring y'all some quarantine flavor to wake you up. You know, we need this in this day and time, right?
That's right.
Need a little bit of energy for the quarantine. You know,
That's
a lot
right.
of people going through a lot of things. So, hey, hang in there, man. We got you.
That's right. So before we get into the news, you all know we do our Name That Song segment. So, you know, I'm going to let you go first since you were so pressed, since you have a song.
Why you know what this means?
You only have like 5 words.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You know what this means, y'all? She's not ready. That's all it means.
That's okay, though.
So
do your thing. Don't worry about me. Do your thing and don't worry about me.
So in case you guys
let me see you do it.
If you're new to Spotlight Over the City, I am the voice to make 'em moist. That's what I do with my voice. So you get ready to experience that right now.
Let me see you do it. Do it.
If this is your first time rocking with Spotlight Over the City, welcome to the party. This is the segment we call what?
Name the voice that makes it moist.
And the voice that makes them moist has showed up again.
So, do it. Let me see you do it. Go.
Got something for you. Get your song together. Get
I'm,
ready.
just don't worry about me. Go for you. Do your. It's like no more than 5 words. Just the first line. Go.
Choosy love.
You just named the damn song. You can't. You.
Girl, I'm so proud.
The name of the song.
you.
He don't. He is.
I'm so glad you chose me, baby.
Baby, I'm gonna let you do another song because
So,
you can't.
let me-
They have
stop,
to guess the
stop,
song,
stop.
and you say "Choosy Lover." That's the song.
Stop. You supposed to let them figure that out and the artist. No one asked you anything. Nobody told you to elaborate on nothing. Nobody told your
What's
ass
the name
to
of the
jump out
song,
here and
y'all?
interrupt a damn
Choosy
thing.
Lover.
So if a person doesn't know the name of that song, they still wouldn't know the name of that song. They would just know that.
Okay, but this way you get to do 2 songs.
So I'm not doing no songs. Don't do that though. Come on. Learn how to play right. I don't mess around when you do your whack ass songs. I don't jump over.
I just was trying to
so
help
don't
you,
help
baby.
me. I got this.
Because I want them to be able to have to be challenged.
So as y'all can see, this hater, it's a bunch of hate because see, it's hate.
Okay, I didn't have
Why
a
do you
song.
always do that? Why do you always?
No, all I was just doing is trying to get you, like every week I try to get you to know the rules of the song. And
So
you're not
anyway.
supposed to say the name of the song in your
A whole lot
lyrics.
of damn hate, y'all. It's
That's all.
It's
You're not,
just pathetic.
So anyway,
the level of it. The level.
let's see. A writer takes his pen to write the words again. That's
You're
it.
supposed to sing, not talk.
That's how you. A writer takes his pen.
I can't do this with
To
you.
write the words again.
We need a commercial.
Do you know
for
the
that.
song?
This is ridiculous.
That's how you do it. And then you leave them hanging, so they like, damn,
Now
I know
see
what that is.
Exactly why you interrupted my session.
Why?
Because that's what you got.
Okay,
again-
does anybody know either one? Well, yeah, do you know the songs?
What's
Stan
going on with your
song?
whack?
What did you do?
It's sitting right here.
You pushed the blue.
Listen.
See that blue thing?
You need to get it together, sir.
You turned it
Focus.
off the Instagram live?
I didn't turn nothing off.
I can't leave him
So
in
anyway.
charge. Okay.
I'm standing. I'm on the show doing a live show.
Oh,
I'm not
I can't
involved
leave
in
him
this
in
one.
charge. Okay, listen, we got to move on to Spotlight News. Spotlight News is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services and Shea Butter. Like, whoa. Umbrella is DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, and therapy for individuals and groups. Any DC resident ages 5 and up, you're eligible for their services. They take Medicaid, Medicare, and also some private health insurance plans. You can reach Umbrella by dialing 1-888-793-4357. Again, that number is 1-888-793-4357. And tell them that Spotlight Over the City told you to contact them. We really want you to get your
Yes.
mental health together.
Most definitely. That's a serious issue. That's a serious problem, especially during this pandemic. A lot of things are going on, a lot of crisis and unexpected foolishness. So, and also abuse is on the rise as well as mental health. So that probably stems from some of the mental health. So please, 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 please make sure you get that together.
Yes, mental
Shout
health
out
is
to West
important.
Jones, too, over
And
there.
so while you getting your mental health in check, you might want to get your skin in check too and get you some Shea Butter. Like, whoa, Shea Butter provides gentle, natural skincare products that are 100% non-toxic. You can go online to www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com, put in the Spotlight discount code, which is SPOT20, Spot 20.
Spot 20.
Spot 20. That lets you get 12% off of your entire order. I need you to go online and order you some Shea Butter Like Whoa. Get the black passion fruit. That is the best scent. I think it's black
What
vanilla
about for the
passion.
guys? What about men?
I think that's good for the men too. It's not like fruity. It's just like a really nice, good smell for either one of us. So it's good for men and women. Their skin products are amazing. So you all give it a try. SheaButterLikeWhoa.com. Spot 20 is the code you put in at the checkout to get your Spotlight Over the City discount.
That's what's up. And speaking of mental health, this is on a sidebar.
Ooh,
I want to say
what you
shout
got?
Shout out to my man CJ Blair. That's the homie. That's the home team. Shout out to him. He also has a mental health situation, SOS. And CJ Blair Speaks is where you can find him. He brought me back a T-shirt, you guys. I want you guys to check it out.
I love it. Thank you, CJ.
I know that you can't read it, so I'll help you out. It says hold on.
Where's that?
Let's see. It has Oklahoma on it, and it says Black Wall Street 1921, and that kind of thing. So Black Wall Street, for those people who are not aware of Black Wall Street is something that happened in 1920 to 1921. Shout out O.W. Gurley started a movement down there where the blacks weren't able to shop with whites in the 20s. They wasn't able to spend money with the whites. So by default, we had to spend money in our own communities. And so what happened in Tulsa is wealth was built up, tremendous wealth amongst blacks, because the dollar didn't circulate out of the community. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
It didn't circulate out of the community like we're doing now, pressed to spend our money with any and everybody but ourselves. So we have to get back to that, and that's how we created wealth on Black Wall Street. And it was a small community. We had 600 businesses, and we had much wealth, all black owned. And they bombed the community, and they bombed all 600 businesses, and they killed thousands. They told you 330 or some foolishness, but it was thousands. They put 6,000 in concentration camps. And this was Black Wall Street, the largest massacre on U.S. soil. The largest massacre on U.S. soil, not Las Vegas. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921, Black Wall Street. So we have to repeat it now and get it together. So I shout out him. It's a museum down in Tulsa if you get a chance that they reconstructed in 89, I think. And it has a bunch of memorabilia and stuff of Black Wall Street. So do your history homework. Google it on YouTube. If you could, look it up on YouTube, Black Wall Street documentary. And you'll get the history for what you haven't heard, what you didn't know.
Well, I appreciate that, and you all really do look it up. I didn't know a lot about or much of anything about Black Wall Street until Stan kind of hipped me, and so I'm glad he did. So you should too learn about that. It's important.
Yes.
I will, but I'll wait till commercial break. So listen, going to the news. Ellen DeGeneres. Oh my gosh, I don't know whether I should feel bad for her or I don't know, but she's getting dragged by several former employees of the Ellen DeGeneres show that she mistreated employees and fostered a toxic work environment. Several celebrities are coming to defense of Ellen, including Kevin Hart and others, and they're saying how great of a person she is and how she does truly love everyone. Ellen said, "I'm throwing in the towel on this show. I just forget it." She said, "Just throw the whole damn thing away." She said she wasn't able to get closely involved in the day-to-day operations, and she's not sure if all of these claims are true or not because she was unattached. She left it up to her people to treat people on the staff right. So I don't, I feel bad a little bit for Ellen though. I'm like, damn.
Okay, I can't feel bad unless I know facts, so I can't really speak on it. When you step down from your own situation, then it may be some truth to it.
Yeah.
So I can't say I feel bad. A lot of truth is coming out about a lot of situations. I can't say that's true. That's alleged. But she did step down, so I didn't see any nothing derogatory about Ellen, me personally, but I don't know Ellen. So
yeah. Well, that's what's going on, so we'll keep you all posted on that story and how it unfolds, but no more Ellen show. So if you enjoyed that show, it's no more. Watch Spotlight Over the City instead.
They could put us in that slot, actually. That's a good filler. We could fill that slot, so if the network is ready, if you want blackness on your network, then you could put Spotlight Over the City on there.
That's right.
We'll show you what it do.
That's right.
We'll take it.
Listen, very sad. Did you all see that explosion that occurred in Beirut? There was a massive explosion. A lot of people died. Here's a picture of it, but I think we do have a video clip. I could show you a little bit of it, but it looks really, really wild, like something supernatural.
Okay, let's go to the video.
Watch this video.
We'll
It's
be right
just
back.
so
Spotlight Over the
crazy.
City. Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. So as you can see, that was a super crazy situation. There's a lot of wrapped around them type of situations too. So you should do your homework a little bit on it and don't just take for what you see. But that is a crazy situation in itself, just to see something like that. So condolences to the families that's been lost, and a lot of those people died.
Yeah.
And a lot of more people were injured. And so I've never seen anything like that.
That was crazy. So things are just, 2020 is unfolding all kinds of stuff we've never seen before. So just buckle up your seatbelts, because I think the ending of 2020 is going to be just as rocky.
Hey, man, listen, I tried to tell people. I spoke about this in March. I said February was the good old days. I say this every week. People laughed at me and thought it was a joke. I told people a lot of this was coming. People thought I was playing. Then they got scared. It's not getting ready to be pretty, so you might want to get your relationship right. That's all I can tell you, man. You better get right. It's these things are just written. A lot of these things, it's just the beginning, though. This is what I'm saying. So mentally, this is why we have to stay mentally sound.
Gotta be ready.
You have to be mentally sound, and you have to don't get so wrapped up and guard your desires. If you can do anything, guard your desires and try to master them, because that'll cut down on a lot of the things you think you want and don't have and can't be, and all of that stuff. So the desires are important to have in control. Master them.
This whole mask enforcement situation is still creating fights, arguments, crazy confrontations all over the place. There are people, this country is truly divided. There are people who are like, you cannot tell me that I have to wear a mask. And then people in stores are saying, yes, I can tell you. We have another video clip. This man went the fuck off.
He went off.
Yes, he went off. You saw it. Let me see it, Mighty Mouse.
What he said? I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, he's sick of it. And some of the stuff he said is kind of true.
Hey, man.
Like a lot of people are being brainwashed.
You can't convince nobody that, Terry.
Well, let's see what he said.
Not this day and time.
Yeah.
And welcome back, man. I told you it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. So it's a big divide, because now it's mandated. I know you guys heard that it's mandated now. You have to also, in Maryland, you have to wear a mask in public. I don't think it's a fine attached to it yet, but you do have to wear one. So what do you guys think? Do you think it should have been a mandate, or do you think it's something that you should be able to stipulate for yourself? And
Well, you already know how I feel,
So
and
we
you
know
all
how
may
you
see
feel.
me on the news next time, because yes, I do feel that people have a right to have a choice when you're outdoors. I'm very respectful of the rules, and I'm very respectful of others. When I go into an establishment, I put on my mask. You don't have to make me do it. If I'm going to be around other people that, in a public place or like that, I'm going to put on a mask. You're not going to have to force me. But if I'm outside, I'm chilling, I'm walking, I'm minding my business, I'm not close to you, I'm close to the people that I'm cool with, I'm not putting it on. And if that's an issue, then just don't come within 6 feet of me, and I'm cool with that. But I have a right to just not do that. I don't want to breathe my same air.
It's definitely not what we need. We need fresh air. You are electric, you're magnetic. So the air that you're breathing in, that's the air that you need to give you a charge and keep you charged. That's why when you don't have air and no oxygen, no life.
Right.
And so you can't suffocate and breathe in toxins. So I was at the gym this morning, and so the young lady walked up to me amongst everybody else. She decided to walk up to me and do this, like tell me to lift up my mask. And I said, I'm going to sign out and make this my last day. If you expect me to get on a treadmill and run with a sweaty mask on my face, polluted, and sucking in the sweat and the wet water in my nose, and do just for that, I'm dead on that.
Yeah.
So it's the last day. Be outside now. And so it's just crazy. It's getting to where your freedoms are definitely being restricted, and this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Remember January? Did you see what April looked like? Remember April, picture December. Just keep in mind, they step you. Just watch what I told you now. Picture December, and you'll think this was the good old days. You'll remember what I told you.
Yep. So keep just whatever, like Stan said, I think when you all see the rest of this year unfold, it's not going to be pretty. So
this is the time that I'm going to take out to say this to the world. I'm not super religious or anything. I'm spiritual, right? I still curse, say get off the chain a little bit here and there. But at the end of the day, I have this spiritual balance. And what I'm going to tell you is if you don't find that right now, you're going to find yourself really mentally unstable in these last times. Even some of the elect people are going to grow weary, is what the words say in this day. Find yourself some balance. Any spiritual books or anything you can balance yourself out, meditation, whatever you can do. I would advise you to settle your mind a little bit because you're going to see some things that's going to blow it in these coming days. I promise you this.
Yeah, I agree, baby. Takeoff from the Migos is being sued by a woman who claims he raped her at an LA party.
Man.
The hospital allegedly found evidence of forceful rape. He allegedly forced her face down, pulled her clothes off, and raped her at a party at an LA mansion, right? I haven't heard his side yet, so all of this is alleged, but they were at the same party. So that part we have confirmed, and she did go to the hospital, and they did find evidence of forceful rape. She's already called lawyers. She's already suing for a certain amount of money. I don't know if I got raped that within 48 hours, the things that I would be thinking about is how much money I'm going to get from him, though. That's just the only thing that makes me like,
So I'm going to say this, though, and this is all alleged, and we don't know what
Right,
the
it's
facts
all
are.
alleged.
So I'm going to just say this, though. As a young celebrity, these guys are rock stars at this point. These are just past celebrity. This is rock star status. You got to really play your position and know where your ass at, so to speak, like the old people used to say. Know where your ass at. Don't put yourself in no compromising positions with no hooker, no randoms, no jump-offs, none of that. You can't play like that because you're rich and wealthy and famous. And so you got to know those type of things. And I'm not saying they did it because I don't know what he did because you got a lot of groupies that try to put themselves in position with some of these people. And I don't know that she did that. Like, I don't know her either. But I'm just saying you got to protect yourself. If you know you in a certain status, then you can't just play around.
I agree. So we will follow up on that story as well and keep you posted. That's all I have for the news today. There's not a lot going on in the world of sports. As you know, NBA is still in the bubble. They're still playing some games. The NFL is still talking about returning.
What y'all think about that on Facebook? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. What y'all think about the bubble? What y'all think about the NBA bubble and having to play in the bubble? I saw 1 or 2 games, and I didn't think they were bad. It's not that much entertainment going on.
Yeah. It's just not much going on in the world of sports. So we can get right to the question of the week. This one, let me just explain real quick the question of the week. A lot of you all have been sending questions into Spotlight Over the City's inbox and our DMs and our emails. And so we've been collecting them, and every week we're going to pick one of them and read it out loud. And if it's a personalized question, most of the questions are personal for me and Stan, and we're cool with that. So today's question is, Terry and Stan, has the pandemic made you all closer, or have things been more challenging? I'll let Stan go first.
I would say that's a good question. It's situational. For the most part, it can be challenging. It can be challenging. I'm not used to spending as much time in an enclosed situation with my other half as we are now. And so it's things that go on that's just a different flow. And so it can be challenging, but overall, I think that we've learned a lot about each other. So I can't say that it didn't bring us closer. I could just say that it's been challenging at times. Not a lot, but just at times. So what do you say?
I will agree with that. I think that it's been cyclical. So what I mean by that is I think when the pandemic first started, it instantly drew us closer because we found ourselves, I don't have to be at work all day. I could be at home with him sometimes, a lot more. And so it was like, it gelled us closer. But, and then as the months continue to go on and I'm home there every day, he's there every day, all day, it can be tension sometimes because you got to figure, I have a high demanding job. And so I was out of the house 8 to 10 hours a day, every single day. And now I'm hardly ever out of the house. And if I am out of the house, we're still together. And so as the time went on, I feel like it started to, be a little wavy and a little bumpy. But, I always tell Stan that for me, love to me is a choice. You have to choose every day to love your spouse. People always say, love our feelings as well. But true love is sometimes not that good feeling. Love is making a choice every day. I choose Stan. Even on days where it's really, really hard, I choose to continue to love him. So even when it gets tough, I fall back on that.
So, but the question was, did you get closer?
And I answered it. I said, in the beginning, I feel like we got closer.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I.
In the beginning, we got closer. As the time continued, and the months and months of being quarantined.
Working your nerves. Yeah, and that's cool. And I mean, you was working my nerves.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, though, this is what I learned. This is why I said it's a two-part situation, because I learned that you can learn about each other in those tough situations. So, what did I learn? I learned that I had given a lot of my time to my marriage, which is good, but I had given some of the personal time that I needed for myself to my marriage.
Yeah.
And so what I've learned now is that's a no. You always have to still be an individual for you new couples and people who get ready to be married or whatever.
That's very true.
You have to remain an individual even though you're married, which means you have to still have that common ground for yourself. If you used to hang out with the homies on Fridays, okay, respectfully, you still do that, but you can't do some of the things you did with the homies on Friday. But, I mean, you still have to have that middle ground, you know what I mean? So when you lose sight of yourself and everything, me and Terry do way a lot. We do the show together, we party, we do red carpets together, we travel, do this, we do a lot of things as a team, right? But I have forgot to do things for myself personally. And so that's where I found this was a good time to figure all of that out during this quarantine, because that's when I found that it's a way to handle that. You don't have to, we're not like your father said, we're not Siamese twins.
No, we're not Siamese twins.
Every single thing together. And that's one of the things that I made an adjustment. And I think that's where it gives you your space. It gives me my space. And then I have this basement that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. And I'll be in there shooting pool and carrying on.
So, I mean, it's all good. And I get a little, as you all can see, this show is real. I get emotional when I talk about my love for Stan. And, and sometimes, like I say, it be peaks and valleys. But I feel like, you have to choose to love. And I choose to continue to love you, even when it gets tough.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to do when you're married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a guest waiting on the line. I know
about it, but so that's what marriage is. Or sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's not, and so that's just what it is. So what's your takeaway besides the tears?
My takeaway is that understand that even when in a quarantine, try to pull the best out, the good things out of it. Like I said, even though there's been peaks and there have been valleys, I try not to focus on the valleys. I try to focus on the things that have been great coming out of this time, spending together and understanding different things that I didn't know about him. Maybe he's understanding things he didn't necessarily know about me, and it's bringing out a lot of those things. And so I choose to love through it all, and that's the beauty of it. That's the takeaway. You make a choice.
Exactly.
So
that's
and it's
the only
all
way
good.
You can have a marriage if you both choose to be married, and marriage doesn't mean everything is going to be roses.
Right.
So as adults, we already understood that. So that's how
right.
it is.
That's right.
And so what do you guys do in your household? Because a lot of people are going through a lot of different things. We've gotten calls from people that's going through different situations, because everybody now is pretty much working from home, or taking more time off from their other situations and being at home, and all the side chicks and all this other stuff can't be seen as much now, because now you're stuck at home with your peoples and you can't run all around and do this and that. So now you're coming true. That's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah.
You're having to come true. and now it's looking kind of wild for a lot of people. So hey, man.
Y'all tell us what you think. I mean, we got our first guest hanging out waiting for us, so we got to get, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we're going to have our first guest, the lovely Dawn West, is going to be coming up right after this next commercial break. But y'all keep the comments coming in. We're going to read some of them throughout the show.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody on Facebook.
All right.
We'll be right back. Spotlight.
Yeah. This here smell good. I'm gonna put this on. She gonna love a breath. Oh, that's gonna be nice. It's this right here. I'm put a little dab on the elbow. The elbow with them potatoes nice and shiny. This oil. Like that oil. Put that a little bit on my edge ups. Get my edge up right. Oh, this smells real good. I know she'll like this, but I'm gonna put this little bit on my privates. What's this right here? Oh yeah, this one smells real good. The pink Himalayan sauce, sweet orange. And get my sandwiches and get up out of here before somebody come looking for her.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. Shout out to Bruh Man too on that commercial. Shea Butter Like Whoa.
Butter Like Whoa.
Yeah, that's the real Bruh Man for people who was wondering out there. Like, is that Bruh
That's
Man
the
from
real
the 5th
one.
floor? Yeah, that's Bruh Man from the 5th floor. So we got our next guest up. So without further ado, Terry's going to introduce.
Yes, I'm going to introduce the lovely Dawn West, who is an author and a sex and relationships coach from from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah,
Y'all, let's welcome
more
Dawn
careful.
to the show.
Welcome, Dawn.
Woo!
Welcome to the show, Dawn. Thank you for coming. Or almost coming.
Yeah, can we get Dawn on the screen?
I can't hear it all.
Okay, we're going to get you right, Dawn. All right, Dawn. Can you hear us now?
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you a little.
Okay,
All right.
good. Can
we
you
turn?
see us?
Can we get our volume turned up so she can hear us a little better? Welcome to the party, Dawn. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, thank you. I'm struggling over here. I can hear you, but it sounds very, very distant.
Okay, well,
All
we're
right,
going to try to make
get
that
that
better
together.
for you. We're going to try to make it better for you. Welcome to Spotlight Over the City. Thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight, Dawn. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and so let's get right to it. I want to talk first about this book, Harmony, and then we'll get into your profession of sex and relationships coaching. But let's talk a little bit about your book,
You got to slow down.
Harmony.
Okay, so Harmony is actually my second book. And it is based on a young lady who is a reality TV star. And it just talks about her sexcapades and just her life as a reality TV star. And it's actually a character that was pulled from my first book, which was a book of short stories. So the two merged into this one book here. It's a lot of interesting stuff, and it's kind of suspenseful as well.
Wow. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what's some of the juicy parts of the book, you know, so what is it that's in this book that'll make people want to go and get it today? Just a little bit, give us a smidgen.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Talking your mic. You talking.
Give us a little bit of some of the highlights that are in the book that, that attract us to make us want to go and buy that book and get it today. some of the good juicy
Okay,
pieces.
something that will make you want to go and buy the book.
Yes.
Okay, let me read the back of the book for you. How about that?
That's a good
That's
thing.
usually
Yeah.
good. So, again, the book is titled Harmony. Legs long like a stallion, caramel brown skin, chinky eyes due to her Blasian roots, small waist, nice ass and ample breasts, a body that most women in this era are paying for. But Harmony naturally has it all, and a silver spoon to go with it. Privileged life in Atlanta has landed her a spot on her own reality show. But Harmony isn't prepared for all that comes with the limelight. Sex and scandal seems to follow Harmony wherever she goes. But if you think she is the one to back down from a challenge, think again. This sexy, suspenseful page turner will leave you wanting more.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so listen, that was enough right there to make me, I can't wait to give you a follow-up, Dawn, because I am going to be on it this week, okay? I'm telling you, and I'm going to give you my review when I talk to you next week. I'm going to follow up with you because that right there, I'm hooked. That sold me.
Well, good. That's the idea.
That
Just a
sold
little
me.
teaser, just enough to make them say, okay, I'm indebted. I'm gonna join the campaign and get involved.
Absolutely. I mean, and we all quarantining at home. We need some good juicy stuff to read like that, girl.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
And I actually right now, because of quarantine, I'm glad you said that. Because of that, I have all of my books on my website right now for digital downloads as well. So a lot of people have been getting the digital downloads of the book as well, since I'm not doing my tours and my traveling and my pop-up book signings and things like that.
okay, and so we've got Harmony, and we've got some other books. We've got one called Erotic Encounters of a Lustful Mind, right?
Yes.
And what else
Yep.
do you have out there?
Oh, no.
Well, Erotic Encounters, that is the first book that I was speaking of that kind of where Harmony comes from. She was snatched from out of that.
Quiet on the set.
Those short
Quiet on the
stories.
set.
That is my
Quiet on the
first
set.
book. Harmony
Silent.
is the second. And the third book is actually a journal. It's very different from the first two. It's more of a self-help book, actually. It's called Love Language.
Oh.
But it taps into getting to know yourself, mind, body, and soul, and interacting with yourself in order to be able to interact with others in the proper way, learning your love language, others' love language, and things like that. So it's a very good guided journal.
And how important would you say it is, I'm going to go into a little bit of your sex and relationship coaching. How important would you say is it for people to understand their love languages or understand the love language of their significant other?
It's very, very pertinent. It's very pertinent because, first of all, if you don't understand your own love language, it makes it hard for you to understand someone else's. But in communications, we're always saying communication is key. You got to communicate, you got to talk, but everyone is not a very good verbal communicator. And with that being said, understanding your partner's love language is key because your partner may be talking to you in the things that they do and in their actions, and you have to be able to pick up on that sometimes in order to, keep your relationship thriving and to keep down, where the communication is lacking. You have to be able to kind of fill that gap.
So, okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot with some of your coaching. So if you have a situation where you have someone's love language, like you said, everyone doesn't communicate verbally well. So when you have someone who is a very, very good communicator verbally, and then you have the other person who's not, what would you say is the best way to work through things in that situation?
The best way to work through a situation with one person who is verbal and then a nonverbal person?
Yes.
And a situation like that can sometimes be tricky because you'll have a person who, no matter what it is that's going on in their mind, you can question them and, let's talk about it. No, it's nothing. And you'll end up hitting more brick walls with trying to pry a conversation out of that person than you will with just trying to meet the person on the level of their understanding or to tap into that love language. Because you might do better off just sitting beside that person giving them physical touch if that's their love language, just letting them know that you're still right there, you're still beside them. You know, you're with them wholeheartedly, despite the fact that you can't bridge that gap of communication with a conversation. It could be something as slight as, like I said, you know, just sit on the sofa with the person, rub their back, a slight massage, different ways, depending on who the person is and exactly what it is that you have learned about their love language. But a lot of times, you can put a person off more than pulling them into you by constantly trying to get a conversation out of them if that's not what they're into doing.
Understood. You have any questions, baby?
Actually, I do, but I think that was great advice, first of all. I want to say thank you for that. I think that was really, really good. So for couples who have been in long-term relationships and now they're quarantining, how do you suggest they handle, because the long-term couples seem to have a quicker fuse or a lot more issues that they're dealing with because they've been together. What would you say some things they could do to stay sound, so to speak, or stay in harmony with each other?
You said the balance for people who have been in long-term relationships?
Yeah, during the quarantine, because now a lot of people are home together and they've been already married for a long time, have children, all of those things. So how can they find that happy place during quarantine?
Okay, then that's actually something that I talk about in the journal as well. A lot of times, again, with couples who have been in marriages or in just relationships, they cohabitate for long periods of time, people get comfortable and they forget what it is that brought them together in the beginning. So I always urge couples to tap into what it is that made you begin. What was your why? Why is it that you chose this person to do life with? So, we have to remember that and remember that, you know what? I can't just take for granted that he's just here and this just is what it is right now. You got to remember to keep things spicy. You got to remember that just because we're living together and because, it's quarantine right now, you're not really getting dressed up to go places, to go out. Do something different. When you cook dinner one night for the women, get dressed up, put some clothes on, look presentable instead of just, the hair pulled back, maybe the house clothes or whatever it is that you've been tipping around the house during quarantine. Just kind of keep it spicy, do different things, find games to play, just anything that's going to be not your normal routine, because keeping spontaneity in the middle of a relationship is going to be what's going to keep you going ultimately. You can't get stuck into doing the same old things day in and day out. That's going to get tiresome for anybody. You got to keep a spark.
I think that was great advice. Once again, great advice. And so with the games, naked games, you said? Play naked games? You said get naked and play the game?
Listen, you can make up your own games. Any type of games that's going to make you interact. You can play games, make the games be for shots, make the games be like a strip poker situation, play Uno, play strip Uno. Whoever loses each hand got to lose a piece of clothing. Of course, by the time you get to the end of the game, you know what's going to go down. So anything to incite fun in the household. And to take you out of that, we just sitting in here in quarantine on the sofa looking at each other. I'm bored, she bored. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. We've been talking for 15 years. What we going to say? Do something fun. Do something different. Step outside of your comfortable place.
I love that.
And do something that you wouldn't normally do.
I love it.
So you hear that, you guys? Step outside of your comfort zone. Do things that you don't normally do. Get naked and play Uno. Don't do regular Uno. Get naked and have to lose some garments and pull out some stuff and show people and do that kind of stuff. Keep the spice. Keep the spice. Buy some toys. You Christians out there, you can still be freaky and be a Christian. You could get
I know that's right. If you're married,
sex.
If you're married,
bust it down.
If you're married,
if you're a Christian woman, bend it over and bust it open in the kitchen. That's how you do it. Pull your breasts out.
Listen.
Get naked and wild in the quarantine. Set it off. Right, Don West? Set it off, Miss West.
Absolutely.
Pull them out and put the toy on the kitchen counter while you cooking. Just lay it out there.
I put a cucumber out and
Don't play no games with it.
you went the other
You say that,
direction.
but
Yeah, I ain't say cucumber. I said toys. She put out fruits and vegetables, doctor.
Listen,
Doctor, help me. Wait, y'all. Don't go to the kitchen and pull out nothing that you're going to cook. Don't do that. Don't do that, especially if we having company. Don't pull out no cucumbers and we get ready to have people come over and want salad. No. Toys, real toys. They got stores.
Dawn, listen, I have to apologize for my husband.
I'm
and
sorry,
craziness.
I was trying to tell him, pull it on out, get right now. Be freaky for your man.
But listen, if people want to, listen, we got to get ready to go to another commercial break. But before I let you go, if people want to get your services, you know, your coaching assistance or just support your books, tell us everything that people need to know and do to stay in tune with you, to get support from you, to get some sex and relationship coaching, or to just get your books.
Okay. Well, it's pretty much a one-stop shop to book me to speak at an engagement, to book counseling sessions, to get the digital downloads of my book. My website is dawnm.west.com, and my social media, my Instagram is I am Dawn West. I'm not very active on my Facebook platform. My publicist is going to kill me for saying that, but I'm not. That is Sunny West. And I'm also not very active on my Twitter, but my Instagram, I'm always on there.
Okay.
But again, my website, there's a form there where you can sign up for my email list, and you can also communicate with me there to book me for sessions, hourly sessions, be it for singles or for relationships, for couples. And again, my books are there as well to be downloaded. So I can be caught up with various ways, just right there on my website, dawnmwest.com.
We got you, girl, and we will make sure we put it on our social media as well. We appreciate you so much. This was a fun segment. We'll have to have you back on the show again soon. And anytime our platform can be of use to you, Dawn, you let us know, okay? You're Spotlight family now.
Yes, and you did an amazing job, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You all have a great evening.
You
too. Be
too,
safe.
beautiful.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Be safe. All right,
Yes.
y'all. That was amazing.
So next up, let me shout some people out, because I got some people in here that was saying she was doing good and this and that. Chris Hall, I'm going to call you this evening, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. Lena?
Yes.
Lena, shout out to Lena. Sean, Andrea, Darren Scott. What's up, D. Scott? Corey Watson. What's up, bro? Isis, I got family members. Sherry, Isis. Roy Moreau, what's good, Holmes?
I see Danny on
Danny,
there.
you already know. A lot of everybody, Allie, Sean, everybody,
Hey, everybody.
a lot of everybody, all of you guys. I want to make sure I don't leave y'all out, but I couldn't say everybody, but yeah.
Well,
we saw.
We had an amazing guest just now, Dawn West. Thank you so much. We have
sharp too, right?
Yeah, very, very much so. We've got another amazing guest coming up. We've got Miss Chandra Currelley coming up, and she has got a plethora of things going on, and from past tense to now. So I can't wait to catch up with her.
Dr. West said you should play board games and be naked.
I'm with
wear
it.
thongs.
Okay, y'all, I'm with it.
I
like
just want
he
to
know
make
that.
sure y'all
so.
Christian women that's listening. I don't know who told y'all couldn't be freaky with your man. Don't listen to them. They gonna mess up your marriage, because your man gonna end up with a freak that's not Christian or a freakier Christian than you. Is what I'm saying. One that's gonna suck it and do stuff to it.
Oh, Lord.
If you don't do that,
He is going off the
listen
deep
to me.
end today,
Let me
y'all.
tell y'all something now. I'm just trying to help out the people that's quarantining. If you turn into a personal porno star with your husband, he will cut grass, knock down trees. I promise you're gonna be looking for him. He's gonna be out back with
Now,
lawnmowers.
since we're talking about it now, tell the
now.
people, like, I have approached you and I said, can I spank you? You say no. So I be trying to get into different stuff.
Ladies, it's certain things that you can do. Don't creep up there. Don't run. Creep into the situation.
But
remember when Lucas said, creep through your window
say I
pane?
wanted to spank.
He ain't say bust the damn window, knock a bush down.
Didn't
He didn't say take the damn roof off. He said creep through window pane. Creep, Terry.
I said
creep, not
just
run,
something.
not haul ass. Creep through the window pane.
That's something
you
that I
want a
desire.
whole ass turd.
I wanted to spank
That
you.
ain't what we doing. We not
See,
doing
you
no
want to
whole
be
ass.
picking and choosing
Yes, I
what the
do.
freaky
Yes, I
stuff
do.
is.
It's-
I desire to spank
Freaky
you.
has limitations. It's limitations to freaky, Terry. You turn freaky a whole nother level, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, we have to go to a commercial break. We have another guest, and
It's a no-
I put out there what
Listen.
I desire, and he just turned me down on
It's a no
on
for
live.
me.
So
I'm just saying I don't want that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
want to.
your wife is requesting that.
Well,
Let
maybe
me-
I'm semi-freaky. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
semi.
see?
I'm still working on it. But you Christians, I'm telling you right now, whoever religions you are, a lot of times.
Okay, can I choke you?
Let's go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. Spotlight over the city. Get her.
Go on, find me. Anybody who tells you the truth, you want to get rid of. Go on, say the word. You know I'm the best you ever had at this job. And I love y'all like I love my own children. Stop talking that nonsense.
Miss V, you believe him?
Yes. And I think you do too.
Hello, welcome to Chandra's. I'm Chandra Currelley. This one is for the new couples here for the very first time tonight.
Are you willing to help them fall? I want to love again. They look like the number 100.
100.
I am very unhappy.
You look like
About this.
it. And you look like it. What you call, who's she calling this? Look like she pointed back here at me and That's exactly what I thought.
And I can't believe you did this. Get out of my way.
Me? Boy. Let me sneak it up on an old woman like that, you'll give me a heart attack.
I was smoking a joint. I was high. I was high.
Miss V, that stuff's illegal. Hey, you know what? Come here, come watch this video. They gonna call you Peaches. Come here.
Boy, the doctors prescribed it for me.
So what's his name, huh? Dr. Feelgood?
Stop.
How many fingers am I holding up?
I'm about to hold up one.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, and man, we have us a +1, not just a +1, an amazing guest as usual. I know y'all say every guest is amazing. Hey, we can't help but charge it to the game. We have amazing guests.
Yes.
And so now we have another amazing guest, and she's done some amazing things. So I'm gonna let Wifey introduce her to the platform.
Yes, I'm super excited. We were just chatting with her during the commercial break. We have the lovely, amazingly talented, who can sing the roof off as well as act anything, Chandra Currelley. Y'all,
Yep,
please,
let's give it up.
give it up. Woo!
Welcome to
Hey.
Spotlight. Welcome to Spotlight. Can she hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Okay, we're working on it.
We're going to try to make that better. Welcome to Spotlight Over the City. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
We are so excited. You look amazing.
Thank you. Kind of quarantine look, huh?
Listen, how have
Well,
you been holding up during this?
Oh, that's one thing about the Zoom. I mean, when you get a chance to do the Zoom, because we're not really going out. So, and I take that opportunity to kind of, dress up, because you don't usually get a chance to do that much, by the venues and everything being closed.
Yes, well, you did an amazing job because you look really, really good, girl. So, yes.
Thank you.
Look like we going out to one of your stage plays. So, listen.
Yeah, I had to look good for you.
That's right. Well, you did a good job. Tell us about what's been going on with you during the quarantine. How have things been going for you?
Well, actually, it's going really great, because I was fortunate enough to do a show on BET Plus called Bruh. And so, when everything else shut down, my new show, Bruh, was coming out on BET Plus.
That's
So
right.
that was nothing but God right there that kind of put me in a position where I was able to still be, visible to my fan base, and still be relevant and have a new show out even during the, pandemic.
And so that's perfect because we're all at home and we ain't got nothing else to do but watch Bruh and catch up on all the other old stuff that you've been doing. So it
That's
worked
right.
out.
That's right. God is good. Look at it.
Yeah, because BT now, of course, they're showing a lot of the plays. And so I thought everybody had, seen the plays, but obviously it's a big number of people and another generation who've never seen these plays or heard about them, or were at a certain age where they really couldn't appreciate it, but their moms were playing them all the time. Now they're getting a chance to look at them. So, yeah, that's a good thing too. So timing is great.
Timing is great. Well, I want you to know that I personally am loving the comedy in this series, Bruh. And I have not seen you put your work into anything that hasn't been great. And that's just being real.
Well, the thing about Bruh is, I love the fact that I'm working with young actors. They kind of give you another kind of enthusiasm as I reinvent myself over and over again. And, connecting yourself with millennials, it's kind of giving me a rebirth. And so I feel really fortunate to be able to not only bring my wisdom, but they bring me something new.
Yeah, see, so you all bounce off of each other. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So so recording that series, are you all done? Like, what's next for Bruh? Like, are you all still recording? Like, what's going on?
Well, this was like the first half of the series, of the first season. And so the second half starts in September.
Wonderful.
So you'll see the second half, which is great. I mean, it gets like deeper and deeper.
I know. I was about to say, like, can you tell us it's about to get deeper and deeper? You can't tell too much, I know, but at least we know that we get more coming back in September.
Because I always say, Tyler's really messy, and so he will go places. We know about him, but nobody tells it.
Yeah.
But he's the person to tell it and say, oh no, people really do this.
Absolutely.
So, I'm excited for people to see the second half of the first season.
Now, does Tyler Perry get involved a lot with you all with this project? Like, how closely is he involved with Bruh?
Oh, he's hands on.
Yeah.
Of course, he wrote all the scripts himself, and he directed all the episodes.
Wonderful.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Such a blessing, though, to get to work with the great. Like, that's one of the people that I admire. He is a great in our midst.
Yeah.
He has changed the game for all of us, right? And so I'm proud of him.
So.
I'm very proud of him.
I think the reason why, because a lot of people think, well, he just wants to do everything. But I think early on, he learned that he had to trust, be able to, visionary, to put your vision in the hands of other people can be complicated. And so I don't think he really trusts people to handle the people that sees his work.
Yeah.
He knows what the people want to hear. He knows what they want to see. And so he take it upon himself to not let that get confused or complicated to the fact that it doesn't look like his stuff anymore. So I think that's why he's kind of hands-on.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
I do too. I think that is smart. You have so many different accolades under your belt, Chandra. You have I bet Stan doesn't know this part. You have some songs with the SOS band being the lead singer. Ha ha ha. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, well, give us one sample of one of her songs right now.
Oh, he just put me on the spot,
Since you
Chandra.
want to play
Chandra,
games,
you gotta help me.
then tell me one of the songs that she has with SOS.
Well, I can tell you a SOS band song, and baby, we can do it. Take your time, do it right.
Okay, now, Chandra, I don't know what she's trying to play, but I got her. I got her.
Yeah, she did that very well. I thought she did that very well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, but yes, she's got this singing ability that puts chills and goosebumps on you. And you were here in D.C., Chandra, you were in the Lolita Snipes production play. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Head Over Heels.
Yes, Head Over Heels. Do you remember? And we were there.
I
It
do
was
remember that.
Q Parker and the
Yep.
young lady that was on our show. She was on our show. Her name is Shantario. She was on this show about 2 months ago. Do you remember her?
Yeah, yes. Very talented.
Yes.
She's so
Yeah.
talented. I sent her a message the other day because I don't know what she was doing. She was like skating and singing. And I was like, well, is it anything you can't do?
Well, that's how we feel about you. Is there anything you can't do? That's how we feel about you.
Well, it's all by the grace of God, and, your gift will make room.
Yeah.
And so I do not take the gifts for granted. I know that I'm truly blessed to be able to do it. And also, it's more so than my gift is the mentality. And I have a great work ethic.
Yes.
I think that the bottom line is, are you willing to work for it? And so that's really what it's about.
Yeah, but I love what you say when you give honor to God. And so kudos to you for that, because a lot of people don't realize where their blessings come from. And so I do realize that you are not that person. So I thank you for just being humble enough to say giving God the credit for putting you in positions.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's a big deal.
I give him the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many times, especially in this business, you have to have a strong foundation because it's about illusion. And it's very important for you to know what's real.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
for you
definitely.
to the point of what's real in you. Because people will convince you that you're something else. You got to know the difference. You got to know, I am not my gifts.
I love that.
I'm not my gifts.
I love that.
That is a beautiful, that's a tweet. That's a tweet. Poster. I am
That's
not
a
my
t-shirt.
gift. That's a t-shirt. Yes, I am not my gift. So that was humbling. That'll keep you humble.
That'll keep you humble.
That's humbling.
We got one of our audience members just sent a question in and said to ask you, did you sing the lead on Weekend Girl? I'm your weekend girl.
Well, no, actually that's Mary Davis and Abdul Raouf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of our viewers sent that in question, and we wanted to get that question out. But you did know that song, though, didn't you? She knew what I was talking about.
So.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I had to sing that song, yeah.
If you had to choose, and we're not going to make you choose, and you could only sing for the rest of your life or act, what are you going to choose?
I did not hear you.
If you had to choose, and we're not going to make you choose, but if you had to pick just singing for the rest of your life or acting, which one are you going to pick?
Well, that's not really a hard answer because it's really all about storytelling. And I say I'm a storyteller. So happen I have two different mediums that I can work through. I can work through singing or I can work through acting.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm a storyteller.
You tell the stories. Yes, indeed. I love it. Do you have a favorite project that you've worked on from your acting side of your lifestyle? Do you have one that's been your favorite? Because you've been on A Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I mean, you've got some stuff under your belt. Do you have a favorite?
That's kind of hard because, like you said, I do so many genres and so many different things. Because they all have a different kind of meaning. Because it could be like a stage play, or what is my favorite film piece, or what's my favorite concert or something that I recorded. So
Let's say.
I guess I can't really have a favorite.
Yeah, I guess that's a safe answer. That's a safe answer because you're in so many different areas. And like you said, you tell stories in each one of those buckets.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would have to go like, what's your favorite film? What's your favorite play? What's your favorite?
On
So
each
you got a
one.
lot going on.
Yeah, on each one.
So it can't be like, it can't be, the real general for me. But I love the fact that I do have longevity.
Yes, indeed.
And I have miles and miles, a body of work
that
I'm proud of. I think I'm proud of that, just the body of work and still being here.
And
Yeah.
still
just
being
grateful for
relevant.
that.
You are super relevant.
So for the younger people that's coming into the industry, what would you give them as a piece of advice to show them how to have longevity? Like, it should be some type of key or clues to it because everybody doesn't have longevity in the industry. What would you say to them? How would you help them along the way to have longevity?
Great question.
Wow. How you have longevity is, that's what learning the craft is all about. See, the craft is the thing that gives you the stamina. It gives you the longevity. Because once you learn the craft, you're not trendy. So when the trend stops, you can still survive. If they're looking for people who look a certain kind of way, or even in music, that everybody sound the same, I'm gonna sound like that. But once that sound is gone, then what do? So you basically have to learn how to sing and hear your voice. So it doesn't matter about the trend, So learning the craft is so important. That's the thing that teaches you how to work with everybody. Everybody has a standard, just like how you work. It's certain things that you do that everybody does, that you got to do it that way in order to put on a production like this. It's just like somebody coming in and just like, I want to be on television, but then you don't know the basics. You don't know the technical side.
Yeah.
You just know I can just point a camera or I can get in front of a camera. But that's not the thing that gets it, So it's important to learn that craft. I know we can make it seem like it's easy, that it looks like we just jumped up, I always people, well, I was funny at the family reunion. Well, okay. Well, you need to stay at the family reunion and be funny. But it's like, they love you. But then you dealing with people that don't know you like that. And so and I know it looks like that for Tyler too, like he just up and he was just self-taught. But Tyler studied. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Not everybody has to go to school for 4 years or 2 or 3 years or something like that. But get under somebody's wing that knows.
Okay.
Because everybody learns differently, and he's like a sponge. So he can just look at it because he's a genius and look at it and break it down. Everybody they doesn't have that kind of ability. But some people can watch something and figure it out and talk to somebody. But always have an example, to look at. Even if you didn't take classes, I mean, they're doing like a lot of Zoom things now because a lot of the actors and musicians and technicians, they're not working, but they can, give out their knowledge. And this is a good time to kind of get that stuff in. And once, everything opened up, you walking out the house different than when you came in.
I know that's right.
I think that is amazing advice. I would advise everyone at the sound of my voice that is interested in entertainment or any field that's going to grow you to take that advice. Very sound advice. Very sound advice.
Well, you're not getting out much, Chandra, but if you want to just share, something fun that you've done throughout this quarantine, a fun fact about you that maybe some of your fans don't know.
Well, I've been doing Zumba classes.
You have?
Yeah, girl, I've been shaking it up, girl.
I know that's right.
That's right. That's right. Get it right. Get it right.
Get it right.
Trying to stay active and fit,
Yeah.
Because also, during this time, you can get a little depressed. And, because you're not moving, you're not being active, and you're eating everything you shouldn't be eating. but I've been doing like maybe 4 days a week, and then I go walking, but just trying to stay physically
Stay
fit.
active, yeah.
And it's just very important to me. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing Zumba classes, and they're great. Like I have a Zoom gospel class. I mean, wow, it's fun. And I've gotten so now that if I don't do it, I mean, I miss it. I mean, it's just, my body's longing to we should be doing this,
I know that's right.
They
I
didn't know
love
that.
it.
I'm probably gonna put the clip. I'm gonna post a clip. That's what I'm gonna do.
I want to see.
There you
Let me
go.
see. I want to see.
That's right. Maybe you're going to inspire my wife. She going to start doing Zumba.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, it was so good catching up with you. I want you to know that Spotlight Over the City is here to stay. And if our platform can ever be of use for you, we are considering you family to the show.
Yes.
I will. Thank you for offering that.
Yes.
And thank you for your amazing energy.
Yes.
You have amazing energy.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes, thank you. We
And
appreciate
bless you
it.
on the show, and I'm praying that everything goes great and that things are bigger and better for you.
And,
Well, thank you.
and
God
as
is
for
amazing.
you,
He's
God is
blessing us. God is
amazing.
amazing. He's blessing all of us.
And
I
we
love
are
it.
all going to be watching Bruh. That's right.
That's right. Make sure you guys lock and load the bruh. It's a
BET Plus.
BET Plus.
That's right.
BET Plus.
We
What
are-
days again? What's the days? What's the days and times?
What's that?
The days and times.
The days and times that Bruh come on, that Bruh comes on.
Well, you know it's streaming.
Yes, BET Her. They can watch it whenever they want.
Okay, cool. So, okay, BET Plus. All right, thank you for being a part of the family, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. God bless you.
That's right. Let's
Be
give it up
safe.
one more
Woo!
time.
Yeah.
Man, another amazing guest.
Yes,
She was
she's
great. I love her
amazing.
energy.
I love
she has
her.
Some great energy. Yes, yes.
Yes, and she can sing too. I wish she would have been able to
get her to
sing.
drop a little something, something.
I
'cause you
should
was
have asked her.
intimidated. That's what it
No,
was.
I
You was
should have
intimidated.
asked her. You can't get what you don't ask for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I should have
close
said,
them
drop a
out.
line.
Yeah, you should have. And then you didn't get her to tell us what song she actually sang with SOS.
Oh, why didn't you ask, Pumpkin?
I thought you knew. You
I do. I know, but I didn't
I
ask
thought you was
that.
going to tell the people. So what song is it?
Let's go to a commercial break. I'll tell you when I get back.
I got it, y'all. So anyway, we having a wonderful time. Are you guys enjoying the show or what? So if you are enjoying the show, go to our YouTube channel when you get off of here and make sure you subscribe to our Spotlight Over the City YouTube channel. Also, our Facebook, you already know we popping on Facebook. IG, Spotlight Over the City over there too. Shout out to IG.
That's
But make
right.
sure you locked and loaded with us.
So coming up after this commercial break, y'all get you some water.
Get your popcorn.
We don't need popcorn because the popcorn gonna go all over the place when you start popping it, pop, lock, and drop
Okay.
it. But yes, we're gonna close the show today with some party, and we're gonna get it upbeat in here.
It's
And
time to turn up with the
DJ
one and only
Skillz
DJ Skillz
is gonna
is coming
turn
in the
it
building.
out, and that's how we
International
are rolling
DJ.
out of the show tonight.
That's right. He's not just any old DJ. This is an international DJ, world-renowned DJ. He's Dougie Fresh's DJ. He's just the DJ.
That's
So
right.
This
And he's
DJ
Spotlight
right
Over
here
the
is
City's
Spotlight
DJ.
Over the City's DJ on this Thursday. So I mean,
That's right.
this is the one. So we'll be right back with DJ Skillz after this commercial break.
That's right.
I heard you call Tom building Mike over.
What up?
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Why she always touching me?
Man, that is nasty.
They've been your friends since college.
I feel like Regina could have been a one.
We are getting married next month.
Please just call it off.
Are you catching feelings?
Ain't she a side piece?
You want to talk about the contract over some drinks? All he has are side pieces.
I know you still want me. I can see in your eyes. I see through your pants.
You're so beautiful. I was wondering if I could take you out.
I don't think so.
You make sandwiches.
Let's get it. We the bros, like, bruh. Bruh.
I love, bro. So what are you doing here?
I need a prescription.
For what?
Weed.
I can't do that.
Okay. You wanna check my chest?
I was asked, whenever I dropped out of college to take my DJ career more seriously, did I ever think that I would be able to accomplish everything that I've done thus far in my career, being that I'm a DJ from South Carolina and all? My answer was, of course. Why not? See, when it comes to this DJing thing, I don't believe in being average. It's all about being great. Being great, baby. And in this case, the best kept secret is a lot of people know me from when I first started, talking like early 2000s. Was real heavy in the North and South Carolina club scene. Also, I was the DJ for Rockefeller recording artist Rel. Outside of that, I was known for playing at a lot of high-profile events with artists like Kanye West, 50 Cent, T.I., Nelly. The names in the list can go on and on for days. But you fast forward 10 years now, and I'm still here. Still doing the same thing and holding it down. Who am I? Well, maybe you can call me Mr. Consistent, but to many, I'm known as the Mash Out King DJ Skillz.
What's up? This is Kanye today. I'm with my main man. This is my dog for real. I went over his crib and his mama cooked me some food. This Skillz, the South best kept secret.
Yo, what's up? This big boy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Outcast representative. Solutions left foot. Daddy fat sax. You know what I'm talking about? And you're rocking with my DJ Skillz, the great American DJ. We global right now.
I don't consider myself to be an old school DJ or a new school DJ. I'm one of those DJs that can play it all. I know it's kind of red.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And at this time, we have the world's famous one and only DJ Skillz. He's getting ready to tune it on up for us, man. Welcome to the party, y'all. We do this for y'all. We're quarantining, a lot of things we can't do, a lot of restrictions. But guess what? We put the DJ to you guys, man. We got the one and only DJ Skillz in the building. Welcome to the party, Skillz.
Glad to be back. How are y'all?
Man, you know what it is. It's a party once again, man. World-renowned, international.
Celebrity
DJ himself, the one and only DJ Skillz. Welcome to the building. Let's give it up.
So listen, we're going to take this old school. Y'all know we do this the first Thursday every month. So we're going to take it old school vibe. Stay with me.
Hey.
I am the Mash Out King DJ Skillz. If you're in your crib right now, feel free to get up. Let's go.
Hey. DJ Skillz.
Anybody 40 and better, get up out your seat right now in your house. Let's go.
Rough and tough and all that stuff. I make you dance and pray till you huff and puff. There's just no way you can get enough of me. Yo, Mr. Big Stuff.
Come on.
I'm the overweight dominator MC. Heavy D constant weight gainer. And since I choose the way not to lose, I will say this.
Do an old school dance right now. Let's do it.
MCs around who front and back. You go round for round. I go pound for pound. At the end of the party when you're saying goodnight, don't come to me and say take it light. I'm your Mr. Big Stuff.
Do an old school dance. Let's go.
Try to base it, called us nasty, said we dance dirty. We were freaks, cheap, even flirty. Pepper got and pulled out a pump. I was all set not to jib but to jump. Spin broke it up and
my old school crew, y'all know the words of this. Sing it, let's go.
Yo.
I can't tell you how to catch a groove.
What you say?
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I won't tell you. Well, here's a little something
on the beat, man, 205. I saw a pretty girl, so I sat beside her. Then she went raw like she was Tony the Tiger. I said, hold on, there's been a mistake, honey. My name's Slick Rick, not Frosty Flakes. Oh, golly, wow. She was raised in hell. She said, oh, my name is Maggie.
Old school, let's go.
Let's go.
The move we show and hey, yo, Doug, do that Ricky Jam on the groove. Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic where one minute rhymes and don't come out right? They bite. They never right.
That's not polite.
That's not polite.
No, you're quite right.
So tonight, on the story, you're about to hear, we swear.
The best DJ of the year, so yo.
Scream bravo.
Also, if you didn't know, this is Skillz, so come on.
Hey.
Now, if you know the words of this, I need to hear you sing it. Let's go. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme. So I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was dope and then it went this way.
What?
Who don't know it? Who don't know it?
At the cabaret.
Ladies, where you at? Let's go. I'm doing this for the 40 and better. This is 40 and better. I am DJ Skillz. Let's go.
Let's go, Skillz. Your love, so good. Hey, nobody.
I know that young.
Shout out to the spotlight in the city crew. Y'all know the vibes. Let's do it.
Doom, doom, doom.
So that used to be the song they play at the cabaret.
What you doing? What you doing when they come on? Your good love, Jesus. Show me, T-Mom. Show me, T-Mom. Show me, T-Mom.
I used to really be on the same thing. Yeah, girl,
what?
Let's go, let's go.
Your hands, everybody, and everybody just clap your hands. I'm fly girls, clap your hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fly guys, clap your hands.
Well, if you're feeling all right and you think you're on,
somebody let me know. Well, everybody in the place put a whistle in your face.
Screaming out,
say
I
no.
was like, okay, I don't know that one.
that's Rob Bates. I know who that is. Rob Bates.
Move the furniture in your crib, have a party right now. Let's go.
DJ Skillz.
It takes two to make a thing go right. Come on. It takes two to make it out of sight.
Hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Cause I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these are the brains.
He working. He working. Get warmed up. Get warmed up, DJ. Uncle Ricky.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Hey. I ain't the man, tell King DJ Skillz, follow my lead. Let's go.
Wait, is that my song? That's Squaman?
Yep. Let's go.
We're doing it for live spot in the city tonight.
I used to be at the classic.
Tell me up. Tell me what you used to be doing.
I used to pay it up and down.
I need to see you dancing in your houses right now. Let's go.
You know, we've been together for a long time.
And I've been experiencing
I'm out of breath.
of feelings that's changed and rearranged
For the better. And I hope that
you've been feeling the same way. And pray that you hey, just
ladies, I know y'all know this. Let's do it.
What?
You do.
Come on. Ladies, what you say?
Can make me do the things I do. Why on you?
Ladies,
It's true.
watch the breakdown. Hold on. Here we go.
Hey, that's Boys to Men. That's Boys to Men.
Time. Here we go.
Wake up.
Oh. Cool it
We
down.
live, baby. Come on, let's do it. the city tonight. Spotlight in the city. I am DJ Skillz. Let's go.
So that's when you should be singing.
Without knowing that life brings a change.
Do you know the word?
No.
But 70s babies, I need you to see you up and dancing. 70s babies, let's go, come on.
Cooling now.
All I keep thinking about
My 60s babies, I ain't forgetting about y'all. Come on.
Let's go.
and I won't be the same until she is mine.
It's a party,
And my
y'all.
friends keep telling me to cool it now. You got to cool it down. Watch out. You gonna lose control. Cool it now. To slow it down. Slow it down.
She's gonna fall in love. Say
Yes.
Uh-oh.
That's all.
Uh-oh. Chub Rock.
Chub Rock. Chub Rock. Chub Rock jumped up on the stage with the knee with the da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the words.
1990, Chub Rock jumps upon the scene with the lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shock. The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt. Kids are screaming, the media says what? Kind of music is this for you to dance to? The man with the plan and the band demands you. Leave the smack and the crack for the whack, throw the ball and the knock, keep a smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore.
Shouts to my 80s babies, I ain't forget about you.
Racial game cause it's pain needs a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget who said.
Who don't be party on the spotlight?
You don't just
What?
Black on black, remember that, it's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun, no hatred. The summer's almost done, no time to sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump out the funky beat. Holy, Beaver goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be pumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people
singing, let's go.
I should have told him to play.
Jump around, move around, jump around, come on.
DJ Skillz.
Jiggling, baby.
Go ahead, baby.
The jiggling, baby.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
The jiggling, baby.
Come on, go ahead, baby.
The jiggling, baby.
Yeah, do it, baby.
Can't believe you try to keep the same mic as me. Your grip's too weak, you can't hold it, B. You can dream of making progress and getting this nice, but when I roll up, it's like hip-hop vice. Serve the curves, I never swerve on superb. Every word you heard, play tricks on your nerve. Played your hand, don't check your plan. When you show up, I blow up in the story, my man. Play it like a poker chip, that's what you get. I bet you fret, sweat, and regret you met. The tight, the fight, and excitement, writing your trifling toy boy. I got it in light, so start. You know you can't create and get name like this. When I'm on the court, you strictly switch. When it's all over, said and done, my friend. It's ALL Cool J, just scored again.
That's the workout for this month. Mash out King DJ Skillz Spotlight in the city, man.
Go DJ. Clap. Hello. Clap.
Oh, yeah.
You with me?
I definitely appreciate y'all for having
Man,
me
this
again,
one here?
this month. You know, this is a monthly thing if y'all just tuning in for the first time. So, you know, it's love.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Woo.
Y'all give it up for the one and only DJ Skillz
I'm
in the
sweating,
building. Hey,
Skillz,
you had
I'm
a sweat.
sweating.
Hey, you had a sweating in the studio, bro. You had a sweating.
I'm sweating.
Hey, so we had a great crank session. We got to get ready to wrap it up. Make sure you guys follow the one and only DJ Skillz. That's Skill with a Z on the end. Make sure you go to his Instagram. It's on the screen. And follow the one and only world-renowned Superfly DJ. The one and only DJ Skillz is in the building. We thank you once again, Cuzzo, for hanging out with us. Did y'all have a good time? I hope everybody enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up for the DJ DJ, go DJ.
Yeah.
So we got to close the show, you guys. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. If you want to be a sponsor, be a part of the show, make sure you hit us up on our contact.spotlightoverthecity@gmail.com. You can just inbox us on any of those platforms and let us know what you're trying to do, and we'll get right back to you. We got to close the show now, so don't ever forget, love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight Over the City.
Woo!